The world's a strange place and it keeps getting stranger, guys. Your buddy Moo Juice Magic here. And there's been hearings going on about UAPs. What are UAPs, you might ask? Well, unidentified anomalous phenomenon. Or the rest of us know it as UFO. Why do they call it UAPs now? Because we have to be more inclusive for Gen Z, and these things go in the water. So it's not good enough just to call it a UFO, even though they fly into the damn water. We have to relabel everything to make people happy. But let's see what this hearing has going on for it right now. Some interesting stuff.
Has the government conducted secret UAP crash retrieval programs? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, were they designed to identify and reverse engineer alien craft? Yes or no?
Yes.
Does the U.S. government have any okay, we already asked that question about retrieval programs. Do any U.S. contractors have the same?
I would prefer to address it in closed session, ma'am.
Okay. In your book, you mentioned government employees who've been injured by UAPs placed on leave and receiving government compensation for their injuries. Is that correct?
That is correct.
How?
Can you imagine going to the VA and having to fill out on the paperwork reason for missing a limb? And you're not writing IED, you're writing ET got drunk and hit me and took off. You got an extraterrestrial hit and run.
Does the government deny we have recovered craft if they're paying people because they've been injured by recovered craft?
Ma'am, that's a great question. That's why I think we're here again, because I've seen the documentation by the U.S. government for several of these individuals who have sustained injuries as a result of a UAP incident.
Has the government conducted secret UAP crash retrieval programs?
Okay, so yeah, what they're saying is basically, yeah, there's aliens. I mean, they're just saying there's aliens. This is a 2 hour plus hearing that you don't want to listen to in the 2 hour form. I did on my other channel, Vanishing Gates, my paranormal show that I do. I've been doing for the last like 8 or 9 years. I do go break down all the hearings in 25-minute or so episodes for the whole hearing. And they straight up, at this point, the government's not denying aliens anymore. They're just saying they don't know enough about it. They're doing crazy stuff. They're buzzing nuclear plants and causing technology not to work. They're getting in between Air Force pilots and breaking up formations, and there's nothing we can do about it. And these are going on under oath. This is being said under oath in the congressional hearing setting. Now, these folks are going to be voting on, or are supposed to have voted on, a UAP reporting bill. So what the goal is now is that everyday citizens, like you and I, if we see something, we can say something and not be made fun of, so we don't look like Randy Quaid in Independence Day, crazy crop duster going nuts until they need him to go back and kill the aliens. Same concept. They're trying to destigmatize alien conversation in UFOs, which is weird. Now, about a year ago, they had another committee meeting like this. They had another testimony under oath that was about UFO disclosure and video and stuff. Apparently, there's huge archives now. They're admitting there's huge archives of this information. And Congress doesn't have access to it. They don't have access to any of this information because unelected individuals, in other words, people that are hired but were not elected by the public, and in the United States it's a big issue because our government is supposed to be elected. The people that make the decisions are supposed to be elected officials only. They're the lawmakers and the rule makers, and to have someone decide to form a little shadow government and run it behind the back of Congress is a big no-no. Now, they did come out in this hearing to say that all of that is in the White House, all that information, the executive branch. So it's been sat on at the executive level for God knows how long. They're saying at least 50 years. There could be reasons for this, like, national security reasons, sure. But at the same time, if there's a threat to be had, we should probably, as a people, know about it. And if we are interacting with these things on a day-to-day basis, we should know about it. So what are your thoughts on ET, UFO, UAP, and how dumb a name is that, etc.? Let me know in the comments below where you're at with this. There's going to be more to come from this, obviously. In the last few years, this disclosure thing has become more and more prevalent. Now, I've never been a big believer in extraterrestrials visiting us because of, there's a mathematical equation, Fermi's paradox, that talks about how though the universe is so vast that life somewhere else has to exist realistically, but the probability mathematically of them ever getting to us or us getting to them before one species is gone completely is just unrealistic. And he was able to prove that with math. This is a guy, Fairmay. I'm not a mathematician. That's just where I stand with it. It makes the most sense. But apparently, we're both wrong. Math is proven stupid again, and aliens are among us, and they do have biological aliens. Now, they do say there's different kinds of crafts. There's mechanical craft that they're seeing, that we are reverse engineering. This is now documented to Congress under oath that this is happening, and that we have biologics, meaning flesh material, flesh and blood of an alien creature being studied and examined. This all just came out. So if you haven't seen this yet, holy crap. I don't know why other countries aren't talking about this like this. Maybe they're here in America because we are the superpower. I mean, China's there, but they're not there, if you know what I mean. Who knows? Maybe they are there. And what do you think this means going forward? If this is still I'm still skeptical. I'm always skeptical. But they're just saying directly that aliens are there now. The way that the panel is approaching this is not sarcastic. It's not smarmy. It's very straightforward to the point. They're all taking it incredibly seriously because there are tons of reports from the U.S. military coming back that these things are interfering with our technology over our military installations. And they don't know what to do about it, which is a mortifying thought because we have the most powerful machine of war ever known to man in the United States, guys. If you're watching from another country, your country might be great, but trust me, if America took every resource back and we were at war with you guys, the war would be over in 7 days if we decided we wanted to fight the rest of the world. It's just a reality, and there's been studies on this. I'm not making this up because I'm just a proud American. Obviously I love other countries and I care about them. I believe that people wanting to come here is a good thing. E pluribus unum, from many one. It's what makes America great is that we're a melting pot where people can come and be together. But does that qualify for outer space aliens? We have a hard enough time with aliens that come here illegally across our border assimilating. What are we going to do with ones that can fly in and maybe turn us into food? But the real question that I want to know from you guys is how long do you think it's going to be before someone puts some kind of act in after the aliens are open to the public, that some bill is passed for extraterrestrial human relationships to be legal? And do you think that there's going to be tentacles involved? Anyway, I'm your buddy Moo Juice Magic. Had to leave it with a joke, even though this is a serious and kind of freaky issue, man. This should be unsettling to everyone that's human. Maybe we do have lizard people in Congress and in higher power. He's looking at you, Zuckerberg. Anyway, Moo Juice Magic out. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. The best way to support the channel is that and to make a comment and to tell your friends that you love this beautiful ginger man. I know I'm not beautiful, but